look, if I were in a relationship that made me feel insecure over enough time, I would either get out of it or start to feel needy. And feeling needy would probably be the first sign for me that this is seriously dysfunctional. I would address it immediately, and if we couldn't fix it, then that would be a goodbye scenario for me, because I don't get it. I do not understand why people stay in a relationship where that person does not make you feel amazing. Hey everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live episode of Relationship Theory. I'm your co-host, Tom Bilyeu, and I am here with...
Lisa Bilyeu.
Yeah, buddy. And we're going to be talking relationships, taking your questions, as always.
All right, next question. This one is from Thomas Henriques. How do I convey the necessity of chasing my goals on a daily basis to my fiancé as a positive reinforcement?
As a positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
Those words mean something very specific to me that I'm not sure. So let's answer it this way. How do you get that person on board with the fact that you're ambitious and you're going to have to chase it? One, I think rules of engagement are very important. So very early on in our relationship, I told my wife, you can ask me to give up anything you want. Anything. Except my ambition. It's the one thing you can't ever take from me because that's fundamental to who I am as a human being. It is the thing that makes me feel most like me. It is when I come alive, is when I'm pursuing something with great and tremendous passion. So you can't ever ask me to give up my ambition. So I would start with that. Also, remember, it's all about making the person feel safe, secure, loved. You want to make them feel better about themselves when they're with you than when they're not. Like, if you're doing all of that stuff, then the ambition, hopefully they will be able to see is a key part of who you are and what you're trying to become. And that while they're giving up time with you, the time that they do have with you is intoxicating enough that, you know, they want to go. I just have to say that's not an excuse to neglect somebody, which, by the way, I've been guilty of at times in my life. For schways. And my wife has always been the one to say, and now I'm feeling neglected. And because she doesn't ever abuse that, like, and I wonder how good you would say I am at this, but if she says I'm feeling neglected, I'll drop whatever I'm doing. Yeah. Because, like, A, you never abuse it, and B, I know that I always run the risk of that.
But there's that fine line, right? Because I think some people, the reason why I'm very comfortable in just saying, hey, I'm feeling neglected, this is what I need from you, is because I always ask myself the fundamental question, does he love you, right? Like, yes, he loves me. Okay, so he doesn't mean to neglect me. So I just need to bring it to your attention so we can fix it. Versus some people that may not say it out loud, right? So now they're just judging that neglect on that they love me. Like, okay, they're neglecting me, so clearly they're not into me.
Right.
So I think making that difference in your mind about how, like, does he genuinely love you? And is he just oblivious to your needs? Yeah, it's very possible. You're just oblivious to my needs right now because you don't know what I'm going through emotionally. So, yeah, I'm always saying, like, I just need... You don't often say that to me, though, that you're feeling neglected.
I'm not wired like that.
Yeah. You may actually just say, like... I want to cuddle.
Yeah.
Like, you say that to me, but it's never really like, I think I put more pressure on myself that I'm neglecting you as a wife. In fact, I do.
You put way more pressure on yourself about not neglecting me than I put on you.
So, like,
way more.
We're doing all
which is probably why I rarely feel neglected. Because you're always trying to, like, do some little thing just
but
to,
also,
like...
though, I think, though, the little things that I do sometimes, I know I'm doing it for me to make me feel like a good wife.
Yes,
versus
because I'm
then,
often telling
because
you to not. Because you're stressing yourself the fuck out.
Yeah.
And calm down.
Like, so for instance, small example, I with the house renovations, we've got, you know, like a shelf is our kitchen. And so I've got paper plates, plastic forks, and then I've got a couple of, like, proper dishes and stuff. I hate eating from paper plates. I really do. And so I can't bring myself to... I would rather wash them in the bathroom sink than eat out of paper plates. Now, the thing is, you think that's madness. But I feel like you're like, give me a paper plate and a plastic fork. I feel like such a bad wife when I'm coming to bring him food and I've got one lovely dish and, like, a proper knife and fork for myself. And then
My wife abuses me with paper plates.
And then I bring him, like, I just feel bad, though.
So funny.
And so the other day, I don't think you even noticed, I bought you a proper bowl.
I didn't notice. You want to talk about pearls on swine. I am the swine here. I don't even remember that.
I know
B, you could like swap, like you've seen those studies where the person is like talking to somebody and a painting comes in between their field of view and then suddenly it's a different person and they don't even notice. You could, while I'm eating, replace a bowl with a paper plate. I would not notice.
I know you would.
I would not notice.
But again, like I'm actually very aware that I'm doing it to make me feel like a
Which
good
is
wife.
fine. Totally.
So yeah, but no, I don't have, you don't really say that to me like you're feeling neglected or.
No, I mean, look, we all have something that we're just sort of naturally
Yeah.
wired that's like nice and beneficial. That is one of mine. Like I'm not high maintenance like that. Like I'm pretty relaxed and chilled. And then on top of that, you make me feel super secure and like you're always looking out for me. And so because of that, like no neediness has a chance to build up over time. Because look, if I were in a relationship that made me feel insecure over enough time, I would either get out of it or start to feel needy. And feeling needy would probably be the first sign for me that this is seriously dysfunctional. I would address it immediately. And if we couldn't fix it, then that would be a goodbye scenario for me because I don't get it. I do not understand why people stay in a relationship where that person does not make you feel amazing. Like a relationship is sacrifice. Why are you sacrificing if you don't get something way better on the other side? Like I would just you'll never find me in a dysfunctional relationship ever. Like I can't tolerate that shit. It's so crazy to me. It's crazy town. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play that game.